preparation of Brawlhalla here, Ted. But looks like we're in top 16 now. We're ready to go Seabass versus Vem10kilo.
All right, here we go. Starting off, Small World's End here. Seabass gonna go ahead and whiff that side light, and Vem10kilo gonna go ahead and try to get a punish for it. Nothing too juicy, but we will take whatever hits we can get. God.
Okay. Seabass throwing away all the options there and the recovery options at the same time. Getting sweat beads there, barely making back to the stage. But Seabass is playing quite aggressive to start us off here. Downlight into side air.
Oh, nice little, oh, that weapon throw was so tricky there. Looked like it might go over the corner. That one does, but not enough to threaten Vem in a meaningful way. He's able to get back onto stage, but he's taking so much damage. I mean, with the way this is starting off, I'm suddenly, like, such a Seabass believer. I'm like, you can do this, bro. Whoa, no punish.
I mean, beating your bracket demon in Sandstorm, of all people to have a bracket demon, and then beating him as well to go to Brawlhalla. Big ups for Seabass, and his stock seems to be up as well, as he's up a stock right now, but in terms of the tournament altogether, he continues to look really, really solid. 3 stocks to 2 versus Vem10kilo, South America. Another fallen soldier potentially here. You need to make something happen and happen fast.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Okay.
Okay, wow, actually manages to bait out the dodge. Seabass gets a very strong side air, wants to hit Vem one more time. I mean, there's just so much force on these side airs that, like, even if you're not outright getting the KO, you're pushing your opponent so far away from the stage that it makes the edge guard that much easier to get. But, oh man, the weapon throw wasn't good. He didn't have a dodge here, but he couldn't quite line it up. Doesn't matter, gets pushed far enough away from the stage that he still loses the stock. But I mean, look, Vem is already in the red here, and this is Small World's End, so literally next stomps air KOs, side air KOs, like it just does.
Yeah, that recovery. Seabass now looking for this juggle, and downlight is what separates him from another stock lead, and the side air will be it into the wall. And Seabass now 1 stock away from taking this game.
Let's see. Seabass in hot pursuit, doing such a great job with this axe as well. So many people, you know, kind of emphasizing just the power of the hammer, but Seabass on this Teros really leaning more into the axe aspect of it. Very kinda-esque, right? I mean, look at this damage. Vem forcing him into the side, tries to go for the gravity cancel downline to secure the knockout. I'm surprised Seabass even wants to play with him off stage, but I guess he's just confident. His Vem is really just sharking now. Okay, he's coming back onto stage finally. Weapon throw. Seabass gets the punish. Wow.
Oh, the drop there on the recovery gives Seabass another opportunity to hold on to the wall. The downer comes out, but it doesn't KO, and Seabass now gets called out there on the sideline. A potential reversal opportunity, but he can't make it back, and he jumps off the wall momentarily into the not-so-loving arms of that ground pound from the Mordex. And now, Seabass kind of slipping away here, man. You got to lock in here.
Yeah, it's waiting for that weapon spawn. It's on the left side, gets yoinked out the sky. He's going to have to play for another weapon spawn, but that Nair is going to give him a little bit of time, a little bit of extra damage, and there we go. We have an axe. Misses the jump input for the Nair and ends up eating a pretty hefty punish because of it. Runs right back onto the stage, and looks like he wants a hammer. Oh, man, you're going to be greedy to try and force that. I mean, gets another Nair. Honestly, these unarmed Nairs are adding up to the point now that he does have a hammer, the next stomp Sarah will knock out.
Vem10kilo knowing that they're downlight into sidelight. Oh, the recovery barely missed. That's so crazy. Vem knowing the Nair was going to come downlight into side air, the very late hitbox, and Seabass in elimination top 16 is stone cold right now. He looks really confident. We'll see if he can snowball that momentum into another game win, or if Vem10kilo is going to have that adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, extremely well played. Honestly, there was a couple moments there toward the end where I was honestly surprised that Seabass wasn't able to secure the stock. Like, there was that one recovery that I was like, how did that not connect, bro? Like, that was insane. But I mean, Seabass looking pretty potent here, still riding off of that momentum, off defeating Sandstorm, and not showing any signs of stopping. I mean, look at that damage, 611. Honestly, I was a little bit surprised we were even going to Small World's End. That's not really a stage we've been seeing a lot, but especially against a legend like Teros, where he's able to knock out so early, it's like, do you want such a small stage?
Yeah, I mean, it's like good for Mordex players, and I know a lot of Mordex players love that stage, but versus Teros, it's absolutely too risky in my opinion. Definitely right about that plan, but we see swap over to Miami, no much bigger stage, which can definitely help out the legend that needs to move around more to get in, but also the range advantage definitely in the favor of Teros here. Could prove some problems for Vem10kilo's chances.
Okay, and there we go. Seabass getting ready, getting kind of clapped up by Vem10kilo here. Hasn't been able to get many meaningful exchanges here, but one thing that is working in his corner is that he doesn't need to have many meaningful exchanges. That is simply the power of Roman Reigns. But throws away that weapon, gonna get caught, and that will be the first stock as Vem Tranquilo soars into the lead there.
Night and day from game number 1 for sure as Vem Tranquilo gets the aggression going on these gauntlets, and it works out really well here as Seabass is also getting weapon starved as well. Taros isn't really near, well, Taros isn't scary at all if you can't pick up a weapon. Vem Tranquilo with the weapon starve, Seabass finally picks one up and gets the damage, immediately gets back to work to potentially try to make this comeback happen in game number 2.
Okay, and so far looking all right. I mean, Seabass tries to get the recovery, trying to get this first stock. That conversion into the side here is going to be enough, and we only have light yellow damage, so all things considered, we should be able to bring this back with just one conversion off of a side light nair, and that should make the damage count even. And there he goes, he tries for the side light there. It's not going to make the mark. How about here? Not able to find it either. Vem really trying to get these edge guards here, and even though he's not able to do so successfully, he is racking up so much damage out here in the corner. Oh, no dodge on Seabass. Could be dangerous.
Lands back onto the stage as Seabass gets it down there into the side there. Big damage. Vem Tranquilo getting sent already from coast to coast. Nice weight. Sidelight into there. So much damage.
Wow.
Low dex, no problem. Vem Tranquilo getting the weapon toss out there. Going for the gauntlets. Getting the recovery. Waiting out the dodge. And it actually helps out that the platform is there because he gets to refresh his resources standing on the platform and then react to the dodge in place with the recovery.
Okay, Seabass picks up the axe, goes immediately for the down tick. It's not enough, but it's close. Uh-oh.
Oh, why
He's
not
good?
down there again? Seabass makes it back.
And
Side
just
air
like
off the
that,
wall.
the turnaround won't get the dodge back in time, so Seabass is able to secure that knockout as well. And then, you know, has been playing on the back foot pretty much the entirety of this game, but never by too much. Always sitting in the light yellow by the time the stock gets taken. And so really just need to win maybe the first exchange here after removing the stock so you can feel like you have a closer game. And there we go. The game is even. 2 hits. That's all it takes. Goes for the start of the Russian. No Mafia.
Nice recovery there into the nair as well with the chase out downwards. Vem Tranquilo now losing his lead for the first time in this game. The down air comes out though, looking to fight back right into it. No dodge, he goes to the sideline into side air. Vem Tranquilo doesn't jump that time though. And Seabass now seemingly taking over this game. The dash jump side air is enough to KO Vem Tranquilo with the hand up in the air saying, I'm not sure exactly what was that.
Like that knocked out? Question mark, right? Like that, it hits so hard. You're really feeling the full impact of the Taros. Right? I mean, we're going to be able to see it in some of these replays here. I mean, there was the first one that Vem Tranquilo got off of that side air, and then the second KO from the side light nair side air from Seabass. Not a true combo at all, but who cares? You know, sometimes you get the read right, you recognize the situation, you go for something, and if it works, it works.
Yeah, and all things considered, I mean, that's insane that
Yeah, no, it really, yeah.
Like, no discussion needed. That's just like, wow. KOing there is such a big deal for Seabass. And his chances on making another major upset here. He took down the GOAT of Brawlhalla. Can he take down the former king, the winner of the Winter Royale? We'll see it now here as Seabass and Vem Tranquilo battle it out on Demon Island. Seabass up 1, and he starts off by winning the weapon star or weapon chase in the center of the stage with the unarmed, but that doesn't do much more than that, and Seabass is going crazy right now. What are we doing? We have no resources having to down air downwards. Seabass loses it all. What are we doing versus Axe? I don't understand it, and Vem Tranquilo gets an early stock.
Honestly, a really insane string from Seabass. Just needed to just burn the dodge to the wall earlier instead of waiting. He gave Vem Tranquilo the time to line up and effectively throw out that recovery, and then because of that, like, he was like, I'm going to get hit by the recovery if I touch the wall now, and the answer was get hit by it anyway. Instead, oh my gosh, Seabass with an amazing conversion. How was he able to convert that into a ground pound? Just immediately responding to Vem Tranquilo. I do not know how he was able to find that. I mean, the level of confidence he's playing against Vem, whether it led to him losing the stock the first time, he was able to respond with the same level of confidence and take it right back.
Vem Tranquilo on the Taros now looking to put his take on this very strong meta pick. The side air takes it there. Vem Tranquilo up a stock here. Seabass gifting him the first stock, of course, but can never count a Taros out, even versus Taros.
As we see the down air. Gonna be enough. Sidelight nair. Tries to go for the ground pound. That's tried and true classic conversion. I mean, I respect the fact that, you know, Vem said, you know, you can't beat him, join him, bro, right? Bull for bull, and honestly, it's working out quite well. I gotta give it up.
Light comes out now, gets her game in the corner. Nice recovery, I like that option. Forcing Seabass to have to respect him towards the wall. Down air into side air, misses the GC side light back on the stage, whiffs again as well. And Vemtankilo getting the side air there on the whip punish. Turnaround, Ensig doesn't catch him though. Seabass knows the tricks and knows the way. There's a GCN light, not enough to KO, but this is a really tough spot to be in. The down air taps it in, and Seabass now, again, the same situation as always. Down a lot of damage, last stock. Let's see if he has the X Factor. If he has another vintage moment in him.
No weapon.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, there goes Seabass. Vemtankilo able to put one on the board there. You know, some pretty cool plays from Seabass, all things considered in that game, but didn't lead to victory. So, what does that mean for you? And also, nothing feels worse, I think, than someone picking the legend that you pick and then beating you with it. Oh yeah, then here we go. That replay in the beginning, where you know gets spiked by the recovery, but it's really the second one right here where he answers back. Vem comes around, weapon toss, and it doesn't even matter because Seabass is just like, all right, I'm gonna go up and ground pound. Wow, yeah, interesting set.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so far, kind of confused on, you know, that first Seabass stock, but he kind of proved like, okay, even if I give the stock, it's not quite over yet, but we'll see if Vemtankilo can get those reverse 3-0 underway now.
Yeah. Now the question is like, is it that easy? Do you just have to swap to Taros and then like, I mean, you were talking about earlier, like you put it in the launch options and it wasn't working for you, but I think for Vemtankilo, he was able to figure out the right code.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, it's just, we are trading down airs here. Vemtankilo goes real deep, and now we're trying to go for really strong off the stage plays, but nothing is quite converting. Sidelight Nair from Vem goes for the read for the down sig, almost KOs off the top.
The Nair, not enough to KO off the top either. The side air comes out as well. D-Light, GC D-Light into nothing, the scoop, but doesn't score.
Okay.
The recovery into Nair, I see that there for sure. Then
Ow.
the side air comes out as well.
Vemtankilo
losing the stock, or taking the stock, sorry.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, swapping your Taros, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Seabass doesn't seem to like it very much. Oof. Yeah, just everything hits that much harder. Seabass trying to get back. The Nair again. So keep dodging like that when I Nair you, bro. See what happens to you.
Okay. Seabass saying, let's get right into game number 5. Vemtankilo has his number, and we'll see what his adaptation will be.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be insane if you forced Seabass off of Taros?
Yeah, I mean, the Taros that just beat Sandstorm to go to Brawlhalla of all Taroses for sure would be a crazy turn of events, but we'll see here.
I'm going to swap to your legend, beat you with it, force you off of it, and then, like, I don't mean, whatever happens from there is whatever happens from there, but it's just a wild story to have to, like, see unfold before your very eyes. But the fact that we saw so many either, I think, spot dodges or dodges down off of those Nairs into Vemtankilo, it was absolutely farming him with those down signatures. Seabass never really seemed like he got a chance to reset himself in neutral there. But looks like Seabass does get forced off of his character.
And we see a swap over into Dusk. So gets a spear in the orb. Very big change of events, but I know Seabass does play quite a few spear legends. So I definitely could see this here, the validity of it. Orb in a good spot, spear always in a good spot in Brawlhalla.
You can see Vemtankilo being very aggressive with these stomps. Seabass gonna want to throw out some of these end lights preemptively to kind of stuff Vemtankilo on the way in. And there we go. Yeah, now Seabass is like, all right, I can bait out the fact that you're going to be reading these dodges in and get a bit of a punish. And Vem, and for all purposes, doesn't have to swap up his game plan until Seabass shows that he's consistently scouting it out. But one stomp Sayer and a weapon throw is going to be all she wrote for the first stock of Seabass. Weapon throw up as well. Dang, this is a rough go, dude. Like he's looking lost. Fish out of water.
They're landing with an air there, even unarmed, and Seabass is looking to fight back here, but it looks all but over as Vemtankilo is taking away from the game, but the side stick comes out, and Dusk Signature is having a little bit more force than you quite expect.
Yeah, because really, at the end of the day, the answer to how do I deal with guy who hit hard, let me pick someone who hits as hard or even hit. Oh my God, there's no way he just did it again, bro. Man, this is like, I can't lie. There's a level of degeneracy to like the approach here. I mean, he went for the tried and true classic Taros slide charge reverse Ensig. Seabass didn't fall for it, tried to get around it, and then Vemtankilo just jumped and did it again. Right, and so like just like that, Seabass down to his final stock. It's like a level of there's no way you're picking this. Like it feels cheesy, but it's so powerful, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
There's no reason not to go for it sometimes because just the the opportunity cost is so much in your favor.
Absolutely. We see the side light side air thereafter. Vemtankilo tries to set up the Markimu edge guard sequence. The side stick comes out but doesn't connect. And Seabass now, he needs a big read here to even up the stock count. But as the damage slowly builds up, it's tough for Seabass to get back in this game. Vemtankilo looking to complete the reverse 3-0 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like all it took was switching to the bull. GG. Has to throw the weapon, forces the dodge, and covers the ledge with the down. Sig unarmed. I mean, just really able. I mean, Vemtankilo, you got to give it up. I mean, that's like if you're a Seabass, I'm deflated.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But nonetheless, you made it into top 16. You beat one of your bracket demons to get there, but it's not enough to make it into top 8 in this very, very strong bracket. Vemtankilo, of course, was your Winter's Royale champion at Maximo, so it's not anybody to slouch at, nobody to laugh at or being sad about losing to, because obviously you're sad you're losing, but Vemtankilo is a very strong player.